Well, good morning, friends. I am down here at the wharf again today. Sun is poking through. It should be another beautiful day. And I am surrounded at my feet by some little friends today who are going to bring us our word for the day. And I'll tell you a little backstory. So, about beginning of December, one of my friends I was talking to, it's someone that I pray with regularly, and they were encouraging me, and they said, Adrienne, you've been where you've been in your position. You've been giving and blessing and bringing excellence, and if they don't see you and value you and you have needs, you may consider making a change. And I didn't think that that was fair without, one, giving them an opportunity and sharing with them my need. So I went to my leadership team. Oh, look, there's a little otter. I don't know if you can see him. So I went to my team. I went to my leadership team, and I shared with them. And they said, that should not be a problem. And I said, yeah, coming the first of the year, I've got some needs that are going to change, and I have some things I need to do. And this is what I'm going to need. And if you can do that, it would be wonderful, because I'd love to just continue doing what we're doing here. If there's anything I need to do, in the sense if there's increase of, tasks or responsibilities, I'm open for any of that. So they were like, no problem. We think we can get that approved. No issue. Then, that increase is going to be fine. So then January came around, and I didn't see the increase. So I went in the first week of January, and I said, hey, that increase that we talked about, I don't see it on the check. I just want to make sure that everything's fine. Oh, yeah, everything's fine. That must be I don't know, maybe there was some confusion. Let me go back and talk to them. And, no, I definitely got it, definitely got it. You definitely got it. Okay. So I'm thinking it's going to be adjusted on the next check. Well, yesterday, it's now like the 17th, and my boss came to me yesterday and he said, oh, I'm sorry, it's not approved. It can't get approved. Sorry. And so I was like, well, you know what we talked about, right? Because before, when you had said that it was going to be approved, and then not only that, above and beyond whether or not you were going to be able to provide an increase, that I have needs that I'm going to have to take care of. So are you making a decision for me that I'm not making for myself, or do you realize how that translates for me? And, he was not clueless, but also sometimes not honest and not willing to look at everything, right? So I just had to make him look at that and say, well, I am trying to make it work out for all of us, but at the end of the day, no one's going to take care of me except me and God. And so if he hasn't put it in your heart to do what's needful, then, it kind of translates that you don't care enough to make it happen, because you and I both know you can make it happen. Well, he didn't like that, of course, because I called him to the carpet. Now, he knows, and we both know he could make it happen. So instead of just being honest and sharing whatever really is going on in his mind or in the business, he chose to just try and scoot it. And when he did, it didn't, I was not going to not say anything. So this is how we live out integrity in a world that doesn't have any. And honesty and transparency is really important. And if people have integrity, if you even just told me honestly, hey, Adrienne, right now in the business, we aren't going to be able to do it. Hey, Adrienne, I know I promised, or I know I told you yes, but this is what's happening, and I've got some decisions that I have to make. Or we're getting ready to bring somebody on to help build Michael's, whatever. If he'd have been honest, then there's grace, right? Because he's trying to make it work. And then we would get a game plan. This is the game plan. This is what we can do for you 6 months down the line, or this is what we can do next year this time. Give me something, right? So I just felt like that was a learning lesson. I went home, and then I called my other friend who had actually got a prophetic word, I want to say end of December. And I said, oh, it's funny because I just went into my boss. So that's just a confirmation for me that I was supposed to do that. Thank you. And when I called her yesterday, she's like, what? Oh, no. She thought this man's going to have dreams and visions. God help him. But at the end of the day, I'm here and I'm laughing because as I pull up, it's like, there's all these little friends here. So I'm just going to show you. Come here, little guys. So can you see all my little friends? Yeah, and the birds of the air, they have no place to lay their heads. They build their little nests, and they're not stressed out. And every morning, the Lord, He takes care of them. He feeds them. And if He cares for these little birds, how much more, or these big birds, hey, you bully, or these big birds, how much more will He care for us? Well, it looks like the seagulls want to come in on the action. But they won't come as close as the pigeons, so I'll just throw it at my feet. And they'll have to work it out. It's a little bird fest here this morning. Or a bird fight, I'm not quite sure which one. But you get my picture? Yeah. The Lord's going to take care of His own. And if that means fasting, if that means adjusting, if that means finding another position or another job, I don't know what it means. But you know what it does mean for us as believers? It means we don't have to sweat it. Yeah. We don't have to stress it. We don't have to lose our peace over it. And we don't have to fight for what God's already given us. He gave us peace. And He said it's a peace the world can't give, and it should be a peace that the world can't take away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. So have a great and glorious day, my friends. Peace in from here on the wharf. Have a great and glorious, love-filled, and victorious day. Bye for now.